Good morning students. Today we will discuss all the checkpoints and few of the worksheets of chapter 9 combustion and flame. Now here I am with checkpoint 1. Give one example of each of the following. A part, combustible substance. So in this question you have to give one example of each kind of substance. First of all, combustible substance. It is LPG, wood, petrol, diesel, any of these. B. Non-combustible substance. It is stone, sand, metal, glass, any of these. Inflammable substance. Alcohol. Supporter of combustion, oxygen. So now checkpoint 2. Which of these things would have the lowest ignition temperature? A. Paper, B. Wood, C. LPG, D. Glass. Obviously it is LPG having lowest ignition temperature. Now coming to checkpoint 3. Fill in the blanks. A part. The flame given out during complete combustion is blank in color. It is blue in color. B. Incomplete combustion produces blank gas along with water, carbon monoxide. C. The burning of a matchstick is an example of blank combustion, rapid combustion. Blank is usually stored in water to avoid its spontaneous combustion in the presence of air. White phosphorus is usually stored in water to avoid its spontaneous combustion in the presence of air. Now checkpoint 4. Give one word answers. Means you have to answer in one word. A. The acid used in a soda acid fire extinguisher. It is sulfuric acid. B. A substance used to bring down the temperature of a burning wooden log below its ignition temperature. Water. C. A gas formed in a soda acid fire extinguisher and puts out fires. Carbon dioxide. D. Color of the coldest zone of a candle flame. It is a dark zone, black in color. E. The hottest zone of a candle flame. It is non-luminous zone or outermost zone, which is blue in color. Now checkpoint 5. Answer the following questions. A part. Give any two examples of liquid fuels and solid fuels. Liquid fuels, petrol and diesel. Solid fuels, wood and coal. B part. Name any one harmful substance emitted when fossil fuels are burnt. It's sulfur dioxide or nitrogen dioxide or carbon dioxide, etc. C. Which of these fuels has the highest calorific value? Wood, LPG, biogas, coal. It is LPG having the highest calorific value. Open page number 154 where we will do an exercise named as I think and reflect. First, why are utensils used to cook food on stoves usually made up of metals? Because metals are the good conductors of heat. So they conduct heat through them and pass that heat to the food, which help in easy and fast cooking of food. Moreover, metals get heated very fast as compared to that of other materials. So cooking utensils are made up of metals. Second, one of the burners in Misha's stove is giving off a yellow flame on the right side but a normal blue flame elsewhere. The bottoms of her utensils are also turning black. What could be the problem? How can this be fixed? There is a possibility that gas inlets of burner are blocked by dirt, food particles or insects. That is why LPG is not getting sufficient supply of oxygen, and in insufficient supply of oxygen it is burning incompletely. As a result, unburned carbon particles are released which form soot, and that soot gets deposited over the bottom or base of the containers. We can fix this problem by cleaning or adjusting the gas inlets of burner by removing all the blockages present in them. Now next, why are the flames of candles and oil lamps usually used for lighting dark areas, but flames of Bunsen burner and LPG stoves usually used for heating purposes? Because flames of candle and oil lamps are moderately hot. They are not so much hot, they are moderately hot. In addition to this, they produce yellow flame, which is a luminous flame. Okay, so that is used for lightening the dark areas, not for heating. Whereas flames of Bunsen burner and LPG stoves are blue flames, which are non-luminous flames, which do not produce much light but produce large amount of heat energy used for heating. Worksheet 9.1. Choose the correct answer. Here we have to choose or select the correct answer. First, which of the following is a non-combustible substance? Petrol, sand, paper, wood. Sand. Second, which of the following is necessary for combustion to take place? Combustible substance, supporter of combustion, ignition temperature, all of these are necessary for combustion to take place. Third, which of these substances undergo spontaneous combustion in the presence of air? Paper, LPG, alcohol, sodium. Which harmful gas is produced when a substance undergoes incomplete combustion? A. Carbon dioxide, B. Sulfur dioxide, C. Carbon monoxide, D. Oxygen. It's carbon monoxide, which is produced due to incomplete combustion of fuels. Fifth, which of these fire extinguishing methods can be used to put out an oil fire? Pour water on the fire, use a soda acid fire extinguisher, use a carbon dioxide fire extinguisher, all of these. It is C, use a carbon dioxide fire extinguisher. Now, sixth, in which zone of a candle flame does no combustion take place? A. Innermost zone, B. Middle zone, C. Outermost zone, D. There is no such zone in a candle flame. Its answer is A. Innermost zone. 7. The SI unit of calorific value is joules per gram, joules per kilogram, kilojoules per gram, kilojoules per kilogram. As per SI unit is concerned, it is joules per kilogram. Now, worksheet 9.2. A. Match the following. First, rapid combustion. We will match it with B. Burning of a matchstick. Second, spontaneous combustion. It will match with C. Burning of phosphorus in the presence of air. 3. Complete combustion. It's D. Blue flame of a Bunsen burner. 4. Incomplete combustion. It will match with A. Carbon monoxide produced from the burning paper. B. Fill in the blanks. First part. The minimum temperature at which a combustible substance starts burning is called its blank temperature, ignition temperature. Second, a combustible substance is usually made of blank, which are compounds of carbon and hydrogen, hydrocarbons. Third, the process in which a substance burns in the presence of oxygen giving off heat and light is known as blank combustion. Fourth, when a substance burns in sufficient supply of air, again I am repeating, when a substance burns in sufficient supply of air, it produces the blue flame and is said to have undergone complete combustion. Fifth, during incomplete combustion, the blank formed from leftover carbon particles glow to give off a yellow flame? Soot. Sixth, the soda and acid present in a soda acid fire extinguisher combine to form blank along with carbon dioxide and water. Salt, or we can also write the name of the salt, sodium sulfate. So you can write either salt or sodium sulfate. Both are correct. Seventh, the flame of a candle is shaped like a spindle. Eighth, the middle zone of a candle flame is also called the zone of blank combustion, incomplete or partial combustion. Ninth, the efficiency of a fuel is measured using its blank value, calorific value. 10th, acid rain occurs when blank gas present in the atmosphere dissolves in rainwater to form sulfuric acid, sulfur dioxide. Now, C part, state true T or false F for the following statements. First, the outermost zone of a candle flame is yellow in color. False, it is blue in color. Second, coal is a combustible substance that does not vaporize on heating. True. Third, water should never be used to put out electrical fires. Very true. The ignition temperature of LPG is less than paper. True. Hydrogen is a supporter of combustion. False. It is not a supporter of combustion. It is a highly inflammable substance which spontaneously burns in the presence of oxygen. Supporter of combustion is oxygen, not hydrogen. So it is false. Iron is a non-combustible substance. True. During incomplete combustion, carbon dioxide is formed. False. During incomplete combustion, carbon monoxide is formed, not carbon dioxide. So it is false. Covering a burning object with sand cuts off its oxygen supply. True. A soda acid fire extinguisher can be used to put out all kinds of fires. False. It cannot be used in oil fires. Liquid fuels usually leave behind a residue after burning. False. Liquid fuels do not leave behind any residue or ash after burning. Solid fuels leave residue or ash behind after burning. Now worksheet 9.3 question number 1. Differentiate between complete combustion and incomplete combustion. There are many differences between complete and incomplete combustion. First, in this kind of combustion, fuel burns completely in the sufficient supply of oxygen, whereas in incomplete combustion, fuels burns incompletely, partially in insufficient supply of oxygen. Second point, as a result, blue flame is produced in complete combustion, and in incomplete, a yellow sooty flame is produced in incomplete combustion. Third point, no unburnt carbon particles are released in complete combustion. Unburnt carbon particles are released which get deposited in the form of black layer called soot in incomplete combustion. Fourth point, due to complete combustion, large amount of heat is produced. Due to incomplete combustion, comparatively less amount of heat is produced. One more point, in complete combustion, carbon dioxide is produced along with water, but in incomplete combustion, carbon monoxide is produced along with water. So these are the basic differences between complete and incomplete combustion. Now question number 2. State the conditions necessary for combustion to take place. There are 3 basic essential conditions required for combustion to take place. First, availability of combustible substance. Second, presence of supporter of combustion, that is oxygen in the air. Third, presence of ignition temperature or attainment of ignition temperature at which combustible substance catches fire. So these are the basic conditions required for combustion to take place. Third, how does water poured on a burning log of wood help extinguish the fire? See, when we pour or spray water on burning substance, then that water lowers down the temperature of the burning substance. Now its temperature becomes less than its ignition temperature, where it cannot continue its burning, because ignition temperature is the minimum temperature at which a substance catches fire, starts burning. Now due to water which is acting as coolant, the temperature of the burning substance is less than its ignition temperature, means it is less than the minimum temperature at which it catches fire. So now it will stop burning. Question number 4. How can you show that oxygen is necessary for combustion to take place? In previous video session, I told you this activity, but again I am repeating. In this activity, we will take 2 lit candles placed on plates. Now we cover second lit candle with an inverted glass jar. But one thing we have to keep in our mind while doing this activity, that glass jar must have height larger than lit candle. Now after some time, what do we observe? We observe that first lit candle, which was uncovered, which was not covered with any glass jar, that keeps on burning, that keeps on glowing. But second lit candle, which was covered with inverted glass jar, now it has stopped burning. Now it is not glowing at all. Why? First lit candle is getting oxygen continuously from the air surrounding it. So it keeps on burning in the presence of oxygen. That second lit candle used up all the oxygen present in the glass jar. Now there is no more oxygen inside the glass jar, and due to that glass jar which is acting as a barrier, that lit candle is not getting oxygen from outside. So it stops burning in the absence of oxygen. So this activity shows that oxygen is a supporter of combustion, which supports, which favors combustion. Only in the presence of oxygen, combustion or burning of a substance can take place. Now question number 5. List the characteristics of an ideal fuel. An ideal fuel should have following characteristics. First, it should have high calorific value, means it should produce large amount of heat energy when its 1 unit or kilogram burns in the presence of oxygen. Second, its ignition temperature should neither too low nor too high. It should be appropriate, moderate. It should be economical, means cheap, so that most of the people can afford it, and should be easily available. Fourth, it should not produce harmful gases, smoke, soot on burning, and does not pollute the environment. So it should be eco-friendly or environment friendly. Fifth, it should be easily stored, transported and handled. So these are the characteristics which should be possessed by an ideal fuel. This is all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.